had sex with, was it 3 men in a day?
Yes.
And then I ended up getting a yeast infection.
Yes.
I came out pretty unscathed. That's not okay.
In the track record of Brittany Renner, she has been with Little Uzi Vert. She's been with your neighbor down the street. She's been with the whole alphabet. So we address the elephant in the room. We know she's a 304. The blame can't be on Brittany Renner. The blame has to be on PJ because at the end of the day, whatever happens, 9 times out of 10 is a reflection of you.
No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it.
As an adolescent, you are leaving your superhero. A baby can't process that. Why can't I have 2 parents at the same time? Regardless of how you feel about Brittany Renner, at the end of the day, PJ Washington, no one told him to go in raw in a 304.
When I originally joined Instagram July of 2012, I joined for 2 reasons: validation and male attention. And now that I no longer need either of those things, I am developing a new relationship with just social media itself. So my posting has been a bit inconsistent. I've been Muslim for 5 months and I love it here. Haven't had a drink in 6 months. Haven't had sex in 8 months. And I changed my number 4 months ago. So if you went green, now you know why. This has been a really beautiful purification process for me of the mind, heart, body, and soul, and an opportunity for me to meet myself deeper. What I have discovered is how deserving I have always been and am. Even with wearing the hijab, trusting so much so, and who is meant to see me will see me for the right reasons. I have been filming the last few months. If you know, you know. Calm seas never made a skilled sailor, so I have been having fun, sharpening my sword, and learning along the way. I feel free. Like, I do not belong to this world. This world did not give me my joy, and it can't take it either. And alhamdulillah for that. I just love it. Show you a little updates.
Knows the track record of Renner. Once again, she has been with the whole alphabet, including your neighbor down the street.
Kevin Gates, how you feeling?
Amazing. Hey, thank you. Hey, this I don't care if you get this on camera. I just want to say thank you for being an amazing person, always living in your truth. You inspire others silently. They probably don't want to admit it, but you know, you inspire me. Thank you so much.
And thank you. Let me tell you something. So my first Rolling Loud I did in 2019 is when I first saw you. Yeah. And you were actually, Will and I worked together, and you were the only person that I wanted to see the entire festival. And today in 2022, it still rings true. You were the only person I wanted to see.
You made a child with this woman.
Dreams happen, like miracles happen once in a while every day, you know, so it's been really beautiful. It's changed my life. It's for the better.
I'd love to hear that. I mean, of course, Kevin is here supporting you tonight. How does it feel to have him stand behind you, and what is it about him that you were like, he's the one for me?
His name echoes in every chamber of my heart.
Stop the cap.
But there is a 90-day waiting period in Islam where it's basically you have 90 days to see if you're pregnant, because then he would be responsible, right? And then also in those 90 days, it's for reconciliation, because Allah wants you to stay married. And then during those 90 days, you are not to entertain anybody romantically. So what I will say is that Islam has made my life a lot easier. I think even with this transition and things changing, honestly, it's like I don't think anybody gets married to not stay married. So I think my biggest thing for me is this is a nice 90-day reset, just focusing on myself and pouring into myself. And what I also will add is that I followed my heart, and that's more than what most people can say in this world. And I have no shame in that. That's why I'm here. BET Awards. As you can see, I'm out here on this blacktop by myself. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up. Actually show up and do something then with him. Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Instead of leaving the situation, if you know she's a 3 or 4, if you already know how she is, you need to evaluate the situation and take heed to this example. If you already know how something is or how someone is, why would you egg that person, especially when things are complicated? Get in, get out. Do your business, get out. Cut up, get out. He's entertaining the nonsense.
It ain't because anybody babies him. You gonna give him his bag and stuff?
That's terrible.
3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, no, it's not that at all. No, it's not. No, yeah, I will. But I'm telling you right now, every single time you come here and you fly, we're going to record that. And it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
What'd you say?
I'd love to.
What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my dick.
If you had one, maybe I would.
Where that bitch?
Pussy ass
Hey, you
bitch.
wish I would,
Pussy
bitch.
ass. What the fuck you looking at?
That's on my way, bitch.
Get your bitch ass out my driveway, ho.
Dick. You don't pay for shit.
Fuck you. You don't pay for shit either. $170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account, but $170 to that
You don't
bitch.
got shit in your
Get out
bank
the car.
account.
Get out the car. Get out the car. Come on.
That's a tough situation to be in, especially when you haven't had a chance to even say your first words. Eventually, that kid is going to grow up and be in kindergarten, first grade, and going to have to defend that video of why mommy and daddy was fighting in custody of you on a driveway. We have to break these generational curses, ladies and gentlemen. How we do so? Because people say, you can do this or you need to do that. But let's come up with a solution. Don't just point the finger. The solution is stop reproducing with 3 or 4s.
Hi. Allahu Akbar. I've gone through a lot of changes internally. And as a result, my outer world has completely crumbled. Sorry. Woo! Wow. Leaving me incredibly uncertain in just about every area in my life. I have no idea where I'm going to live or how I'm going to provide for my son. But Allah has moved mountains for me, and I trust that this will be no different. I feel like Alice when she ate the cookie and her feet went through the windows and she's crammed in the house like that. I've outgrown where I am. The facade is fading, alhamdulillah. And I'm at a place where I don't want anything that doesn't have my name on it. Take it away. It serves no purpose here. And I don't want a penny more than I'm meant to have, because I can do a lot with a little. The facade is fading. And when the facade fades and all the BS is cleared out, it makes room for what has always been for you. I've had sex with 35 guys. Okay?
Whew. Oh, Lord.
Not been on a date since I've been Muslim. Now, there have been plenty of married Muslim men in my DMs, and just because it's permissible does not mean I have to sign up for it. I didn't come this far to be one of several, so let's be very crystal clear on that. When you go without sex for an extended amount of time and you are honoring yourself in a way that you never have before, you really start to see where people are leaking their energy, where they lack discipline. And there's nothing more unattractive than someone who lacks discipline. I like my men disciplined and a little militant. So when you don't choose you, there can never be an us. A lot of men think I need more of something to feel more. Baby, you need to go deeper. The only thing that can quench lust is love. The only thing that can quench lust is love. Please understand that. And if you have so much love to give and you ain't got no one to give it to right now, give it to yourself.
You're letting your second head think for your entire life. PJ Washington let lust control his entire decision making as if he has nothing to lose. The man is an NBA player for the Charlotte Hornets. He's very lucky that he still has a job because he's making the NBA look bad. The NBA at the end of the day puts money in his pockets. So he's jeopardizing his check. He's jeopardizing his way of living all for lust. Now, we can't blame nobody but PJ Washington because Brittany Renner, she has been a 3 or 4 before she met him. It's not like Brittany Renner cheated on PJ Washington. No, she's been around the block. She's been around the corner. She's been to Saudi Arabia. She's been around the Milky Way in his mother. So he knew what he was involving himself in. And now, X amount of years later, not only is he paying child support, but he has to yank his kid out of his baby mother's arms while going through the stress of being recorded. Regardless if he's right or wrong, look at the situation the kid has to be in now. Once again, there's so many broken homes in America. I personally grew up in a broken home, and I wouldn't wish that upon nobody. Now, that is a tough situation. Of course, life is not sweet. You have to overcome things, but some things can be avoidable. Why are we us as a people, why do we continue to put generational curses upon ourselves? That kid now has to overcome his parents fighting on the internet, forever being on the web. Kids are ruthless. They're going to show him in the middle of him in the batting cage, in the middle of him shooting a free throw in a game, in a basketball game, and in the middle of him being in a football game, whatever event, kids be trolling. They would send him emails of his mommy and daddy fighting. That's going to mess up with his cycle. What? You know how kids are. They're ruthless. So you put your kid already at a disadvantage, and he hasn't even said his first words yet. Blame PJ Washington. You can't blame Brittany Renner because, once again, she did nothing wrong in the situation. Her past is her past.
Brittany Renner getting into it at Rolling Loud.
Let's focus on right now. You reproduce with this woman, PJ Washington. So
Yes, baby.
I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck.
You have to go through what you have to go through with a 304. We can't act like we have amnesia, like we're just so ignorant why these things are happening. Nobody forced you, PJ Washington, to lay down with a 304.
My light is so bright that it causes all of the roaches to scatter in places they thought they could hide. It's just me being me. It just causes such an uproar. Like, loving yourself is such a rebellious act these days, you know? But I'm here to tell you, I am so not sorry.
If you're going to play, you're going to have to pay to play. So if you wanted to entertain a 304, then prepare to deal with the 304 consequences when she gets pregnant.
The worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, I mean, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb.
Because now she's running out the bag because she's hurting a chick. This is crazy footage to show in a courtroom. He's talking about my D.
What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my dick.
If you had one, maybe I would.
He's being hostile. It's not a good look. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts and comments on this situation. Don't end up like PJ Washington. Think twice before you indulge in your flesh and have to deal with a lifetime of stress and consequences.
He like Haitian, I think. He like Haitian. He was cool. He don't speak that good of English though.